A woman doesn't go missing the way a sock goes missing. Someone notices, someone searches, someone calls. And then, too often, someone is told to wait, to calm down, to try again tomorrow. This is not just a tragedy, it's a pattern. And the pattern has a name, MMIW, Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. Across the United States, Indigenous families have spent years saying the same thing. Our women are disappearing, and the response is slower, smaller, and weaker than it would be for anyone else. Even worse, when people try to measure the scale, they hit a wall. The total number is still not fully known because national data systems are incomplete and inconsistent. That isn't a side detail, that is the crisis. Source. In the next hour, we'll follow the story in 3 layers: what families experience, what the data reveals and hides, what laws and solutions exist, and what still isn't working. No stereotypes, no true crime entertainment, just the truth with receipts. MMIW is often discussed as if it's one category, but cases can fall across tribal, local, state, and federal jurisdictions. A missing person report might live in one system, a homicide record in another. A case might be coded incorrectly or not at all. The U.S. Government Accountability Office found that the total number of missing or murdered American Indian Alaska Native women is unknown because federal databases do not contain comprehensive national data. Source. On-screen text beat. If you can't count it, you can't fix it. This story exists inside a larger reality. Indigenous women face extremely high rates of violence in their lifetimes. The National Institute of Justice reports 84.3% of American Indian and Alaska Native women have experienced violence in their lifetime. That number is not a headline for shock. It's context for why prevention and response matter. Source. Pause 2 seconds. When violence is common and systems are weak, disappearance becomes easier and justice becomes rarer. Every MMIW story begins with a clock. The first call, the first report, the first officer, the first search. Families describe the same crushing moment when urgency meets bureaucracy. And because many cases cross jurisdictions, the first steps can become a maze. A crisis can be hidden in plain sight if records don't match reality. The Bureau of Indian Affairs Missing and Murdered Unit points directly to the mismatch between reports and visibility, highlighting how widely cited figures show the problem, while communities argue the real scale is larger. A common misconception is that MMIW is only a rural or reservation issue. The Urban Indian Health Institute reviewed cases across 71 cities, identifying 506 unique cases in their dataset, showing how urban Indigenous women can be at risk and overlooked. If you're trying to understand why cases stall, understand one word: jurisdiction. Which agency leads? Who shares data? Who can investigate? Who prosecutes? The GAO report focuses on how federal efforts are evolving, but stresses that without better data, coordination and accountability remain limited. In recent years, policy has begun to name the problem directly. Savannah's Act was designed to improve the federal response, supporting better coordination, guidelines, and training around cases involving missing or murdered Indigenous persons. In many communities, families and volunteers do what a functioning system should do: posters, calls, routes, tips, follow-ups. That's not community spirit, that's necessity, because when systems fail, families inherit a job they never applied for. Some federal resources now highlight specific MMIP cases and missing persons data products. The FBI hosts a dedicated MMIP section and publishes missing American Indian and Alaska Native persons data from NCIC missing person files. A real response means faster reporting and consistent protocols, accurate coding and cross-system matching, transparent dashboards with privacy safeguards, long-term victim services and family support, and clear responsibility across agencies. And above all, treating Indigenous lives as urgent. GAO's central warning still stands. Without comprehensive data, the full extent remains unclear, making it harder to measure progress and failures. If this was new to you, don't let it stay new. Share the video, learn your local reporting process, support Indigenous-led organizations in your region, and comment one thing you want improved first: data, jurisdiction coordination, prevention resources, or victim services.